Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's podcast. Today, we'll be talking about one of the most exciting and sometimes even overwhelming days of the year. That is Valentine's Day. My name is Adriana Gastelum, and I'm here with my classmates Alejandra Almada and Saida Almada. How are you guys?
I'm fine, thanks for asking. I think Valentine's Day is always an interesting topic, especially here in Culiacan.
Well, definitely. There's a lot to say about the pressure to make everything perfect in these days.
Absolutely. We're going to dive into the customs, the colorful clothes, the delicious sweets, the extravagant gifts, and whether they're really necessary to celebrate this day or not. I would like to hear about you guys and what are some traditions that you know of here in Culiacan that we used to celebrate.
Well, I think. Oh, no, you talk first.
Okay, well, I think one of the biggest things here is the huge flower arrangement. You'll see people carrying these massive bouquets around all day. Lately, it's becoming like a tradition and a really good one, a really big one, to get this type of arrangement. I think the most common ones are those with many red roses. And yeah, they are cute. For me, it's too much, but I kind of understand why women love to receive, since here in Culiacan we are used to such extravagant things.
Yeah, definitely. But I would like to talk about the serenades because carrying a mariachi band has been a huge traditional culture here in Mexico for a lot of years. I think I think getting to someone's house with a mariachi band would be a huge and very pleasant surprise. But you got to do your research first because you can just get to someone's house with a mariachi band. And they probably don't even like it. Like they will even get mad and
Yeah.
Yeah.
that could end very wrongly.
Yeah, absolutely. It's definitely about making a big gesture. And I feel like people tend to forget or they tend to ignore the fact that Valentine's Day isn't only about those who you love in a romantic way, it's also about the people you love in a platonic way. And I feel like a lot of the pressure that people feel during these days, it comes from whether they have a partner to show off or not.
Yeah.
I feel like this is completely wrong because we all have somebody that we love and we all feel love every single day, whether it be with our family, our friends, our teachers, sometimes even our pets.
Yeah.
And I think that Valentine's Day is the perfect day to show these people just how important they are in your life and how much you value them. So, going a little bit back to what I said about the pressure, do you guys think that these traditions are fun or do you feel like they put too much pressure on people?
Oh,
Okay.
you.
I think it can be both. Like, it really depends of the person. Cause it's fun to celebrate and seeing all the crazy stuff they are giving or the ideas they come up with. But at the same time, some people might feel like they need to spend a lot of money to show they care. And that's not something true, at least for me.
Yeah, definitely. But I think there's something I miss on the hair because you said that you could spend your Valentine's Day with your pets.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I think that's another level, but yeah, I think it's okay. Well, I would say that a lot of people misunderstands the meaning of this day to a competition of who gives the biggest and most expensive gift, and this is terribly wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that goes a little bit into the topic of spending and consumerism. And I feel like we should talk about the extravagant gifts. What do you guys think about them? Do you think they're really necessary to show somebody just how much you love them?
Well, like I said before, I don't think you have to spend a lot of money to show your care. So I don't think extravagant gifts are something necessary either. Sometimes a simple but thoughtful gift means more than something expensive. I think that this celebration is more about showing your love and affection with details or things that can be little, but the meaning is so much deeper, so much bigger, so much valuable emotionally and personally speaking than just an expensive or really expensive gift or experience. It's just more memorable for me.
Well, even though I'm clearly not a girl, if I were, I wouldn't like appreciate those huge gifts that much. Which they probably won't even like. I won't probably even like because, as I said before, you got to do a little research before you give something.
Of course.
It can be a very simple detail, but you have to know that he or she will like it.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I feel like even though it can be like really exciting and you can feel really special if someone gives you like this massive gift that you can show off, I feel like me personally, I would appreciate more or I would feel more appreciated if somebody gave me like, it could be small, it could be whatever, but if I can see that they really put effort and they really put thought into it, they really felt like I would like it, that would make me feel better and more loved.
Yeah, you really have to know the person to know what they
Yeah.
need. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that's the best detail you can give them is that letting them know that you know them and that you
Yeah.
care for them.
Absolutely.
So I would like to go into the topic of social media. Do you guys think that social media makes people feel the need to go big or to show off something big, like I said?
Yeah, definitely. Social media makes people feel like they need to show off, like you said, especially the people like influencers that spend their life showing day after day. It's almost like a competition to see who has the most impressive or expensive Valentine's Day. That's actually pretty sad because it seems like we forgot the real meaning of it. We celebrate this day to spend it with these people with whom we have a strong or close relationship, a close connection, showing our love and affection. And it's not all about who has the most biggest or the most expensive, the most biggest material gift. And on social media, it's all we see. The saddest part of it, or the most complex one for me, is just that we've been normalizing that. So part of the society who uses social media puts a higher standard on receiving something material than receiving something that comes from the heart.
Well, I agree. I would say that the principal reason of this problem will be the big companies and the marketing, because the marketing of the big business, we all know what it is sell things and earn money, and even some influencers, as you say, that which their objective is not to give a message but to sell something.
Yeah.
This has been a big problem since the creation of the social media.
Of course.
Yeah, so I'm hearing a lot of different ideas and different opinions, but I would like to ask you guys about your personal opinions. What would be your guys' ideal way to spend Valentine's Day? Because I feel like for me, it would be something just like comfortable, something with the people I love. It can be doing a fun activity, it can be being at home. Something small that just makes me feel like I'm surrounded by people that care about me.
I completely agree with you in that one because for me it's the same. Something simple like cooking dinner, going to a picnic, or doing an activity you really enjoy doing with the other person that shows the love you have to that person more than anything else. I think it's always better to have a good, happy, or funny anecdote to tell than receiving something material that maybe it's not that personal or emotional. And yeah, that's what I think.
I agree. In my words, I think like exactly the same. But in my words, I would say that the love and affection, but most importantly, the presence of someone is the best gift than something material, as you said.
Okay, now that we're on the topic of your guys' personal experiences, what is something that has stayed in your mind or something that was very memorable about Valentine's Day?
I actually have a pretty good one because one year my friend tried to surprise his girlfriend with a huge flower arrangement, but the wine blew it away before she even saw it, and that was pretty funny.
That's hilarious. Well, I think I had never had like a very important event in these days. But I think that's also a reflection, because you should not get obsessed with looking for a romantic partner, because love is love to yourself, love to your friends, love to your family, and even to your pets.
Yeah.
Yeah, and for me, I think maybe elementary school. I think maybe elementary school because I remember being really small and knowing that on Valentine's Day, all my classmates would get something like to share, maybe candy, maybe a little note. And I remember the day before of Valentine's Day being so excited because I knew that I would be able to wear something pink and that I would get home with my bag full of candy.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So before we wrap up, I would like to lastly ask you guys for a piece of advice for our audience. What would you tell them about Valentine's Day?
My advice is don't overthink it. Focus on what feels right for you and the people you care about. What really matters is to be grateful with the people that shows you their company day after day. We don't call it the day of love and friendship just because. We call it like that because it's a day when we have the opportunity to express ourselves in the best way possible. And to give a little conclusion, I think it's a really cute celebration because we can see people around us showing their love to others. So, if you're somebody who has a really hard time expressing yourself, don't miss the opportunity to at least this day be grateful with your loved ones, with words of affection, significant details, or even with company. That's one of the most meaningful things because we as humans is something we need every single day and make us feel better and loved. So, never forget that.
Well, I will give two advices. The first one is that you should not misunderstand the meaning of this day, as we just talked before. The meaning of this day is not a competition of who gives the biggest and most expensive gift. The meaning of this is to spend your quality time with the ones you love. And the second one will be, like I said before, to not get obsessed with the looking for a romantical partner, because I think the definition of love is way bigger than that.
Yeah, I completely agree.
Yeah, you guys are so right. Thank you guys for coming on here and sharing your opinion, your thoughts, your ideas about Valentine's Day. To our audience, we hope you have the best Valentine's Day no matter how you celebrate it. And just keep in mind that, like they say, comparison is the thief of joy. So focus on yourself and the people you love the most. That'll be all for today. Thank you guys for joining us. Don't forget to take care and spread the love. Goodbye.
Bye.